Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if today is your first time meeting me, my name is Bella. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and like this video. So we're going to be treating this lovely placket in this video. Continue watching. So the first thing to do is to prep the fabric. So here I have stabilized my fabric using paper stay, but you can use hair stay if you want, but paper stay is still okay. So the width of my fabric is 6 inches, as you can see, and the length is 6.5 inches. Okay, so after that we are going to find the middle point of the fabric. So the middle point of this piece, you can put the two ends together, then use your iron to form a crease line. Okay, so after forming the crease line, you mark the middle with your pen and ½ inches on both sides. Okay, as you can see, you mark ½ inches on both sides from the middle point. Okay, so after that, now you fold in ½ an inch on the two ends. Fold in ½ an inch, as you can see. So this will enable your sewing to be easy and perfect. Then after folding in ½ inches on both sides, whatever that is remaining from the edge to that first mark, that ½ inches mark, you fold over. Now the first mark, not the middle line, not the other line, the first mark, just fold over to touch the pen. As you can see, just fold over from the edge, whatever that is remaining, fold over from the edge to touch that pen mark, and you iron down. You will see the importance of this when we are sewing. All this is to make our sewing very easy and perfect. So you repeat the same thing for this other side. You do the same thing, fold in ½ inches, then whatever that is remaining, let it touch your ½ inches mark. Okay, so after ironing this, you can see it's only the middle line you're seeing now. The pen mark, you folded over them. Okay, so that's what you have to do. Then after that, on your main fabric, the front fabric, because this placket is for the front fabric, the front piece, notch the middle, or you put the two shoulders together and iron out the middle to form a crease line. This crease line will help you as a guide when stitching your placket. Okay, use your iron to form a crease line, or if you can use your chalk to mark on it. So let's start sewing. Place the wrong side of your fabric. Place the wrong side of your fabric facing you, and the right side of the placket on top. So the wrong side of your main fabric will be facing you, the wrong side. Then the right side of the placket will be on top of the main fabric. I hope we understand that. Okay, so match the two middle points together. The crease line you made as the middle point, mark the two middle points together and sew on your half inches. The two ½ inches you marked with your pen, sew on the line half inches. So the length of the opening totally depends on you. And here I used 4.5 inches for the length, because this top is for a child of 6 years. So you can use 7.5 or 6 for an adult, as long as the head can enter or can pass through. Okay, but this one I used 4.5. so you mark the length that you want to use. Mark the length you want to use, and you sew your ½ inches up to that point. So your ½ inches up to the length of the mark you want to use. So here I use 4.5 inch. So I will sew my ½ inch straight down and the other side straight down, not the middle point now, just the 2/2 inches I marked. Okay, you can use your pin to secure down your fabric so that you can be able to sew on a straight line. Please. So after sewing the 1/2 inches, you can see my stitch line. From top here to bottom, from top here to bottom. I didn't stitch this place. No, I didn't stitch it from here to here, from here to here. So I'm going to use my scissors to open up the middle part. Okay, so watch me. So when you reach the down part, you're going to be opening up the sides, the 2 sides. Let me use a pen to mark what you're going to be opening the 2 sides like this, about 1/4. Okay, about 1/4 inches, just this little. So guys, when you're about to reach the end, don't cut everything completely. As you can see, I made a mark. This is where you cut through, and stop before. Don't cut into your seam line, just stop before the seam line. Okay, so it will enable you to flip over. Okay, just cut a little before the seam line. Okay, so you're cutting diagonal. Okay, so this is what we have. You will have this. Okay, after cutting, you will have this. Now it's time to flip over. Flip to the right side of the fabric. So this is what we have. After flipping over, this is what we have. You can press it down. Okay, you can press it down. Okay, so after that, now the next thing to do is to sew this. You push your sewing allowance inside. Push your sewing allowance inside, and that ironing we did on the inches, this is what it does. It helps it to relax as you push inside and you top stitch. This is it again. This is how it was after we flipped it over. This is how it was. Okay, so remember, after the 1/2 inches mark, when I talked about ironing 1/2 inch inside, okay, I said you should fold the remaining one to touch the mark, the 1/2 inches mark, and iron on it. Now this is what it helps you do. After pushing in your sewing allowance, this is your sewing allowance, you push it in this way. You will use this one to overlap it, to cover it, and you top stitch. This way everything lays perfect for you. Okay, so let me top stitch. You're top stitching very, very close to the edge. Very, very close to the edge. You do this for both sides, and you're stopping your top stitching where you stopped sewing, where you stopped sewing the placket. That's where you're stopping the top stitching. So guys, after sewing the second one, this is what we have. So this is the 2 plackets. So it's left for you to decide which we overlap, which it can be this before this, because it's meant to overlap each other. Okay, like this, or this one comes first, then this. Okay, so I think I will use this side. I'll put this inside and push this on top, and use a pin to hold the top together like this. Okay, it serves as the button or the press button that is meant to be there. Okay, so now we are meant to push this inside, but if you push it inside, it will be too thick like this. It will be extremely too thick. So what you have to do is to cut the one under. Okay, you have to separate them, cut the one under, only the one under. You can use your mark, your pen mark. The pen mark is still there. You can use your pen mark as a guide to cut. So after cutting it, this is what we have, and you go ahead to push this inside. You're going to push this inside, then you make sure they aligns, okay, and you stitch from the way you stopped. Like you can come up a half inch or quarter inch, a little bit before the before where you stopped the stitching. Okay, so you stitch like this, down, go this way, come up and stitch back, forming a red. So guys, after stitching, this is what we have. You have a clean placket. You can see it, very clean placket. So you can finish the neckline with a collar or a bias tape or anything you like, but here we are learning placket. So give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful, like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Okay, till we meet again in my next class. Bye.